What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel and my studio. So this time I'm using my tablet for doing an article on the Street Fighter movie and between Ryu and Ken. So this one is all about Andrew Koji as Ryu, as he's talking about his experience playing Street Fighter, of how he's pretty much like a button masher, which we can all relate because I'm not very good at the game myself, but I do it for fun and it's a good time, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about. It says Street Fighter movies, Ryu wasn't very good at the game. He admits, I was a button masher, as we were all are too. If your present start on a Street Fighter movie, you better know how to well fight. The long-running game series has been a staple of the side-scrolling brawler, and now finally making its way to the big screen, courtesy of director. I'm not gonna say his name because I'm not gonna stutter like that. So, assembling a wild roster of stars to step into the ring for the outlandish showdowns. Among them, you'll find Andrew Koji of Bullet Train and Warrior fame as Ryu, and Noah Centineo as Ken. But as Koji tells Empire, he wasn't always a KO when it came to playing Street Fighter in his youth. I wasn't very good at the game growing up. I was a button masher, he admits. I found it really hard, but being an Asian dude growing up in the West, I always play as Ryu because he was the one that was like me. Thankfully, he has all the skills to bring Ryu's martial arts mastery to life on screen. My task was to try to bring as much as depth and nuance as possible, he says. Ryu's fighting style is more karate, so I was training and studying Shotokan karate as well as judo, jiu-jitsu, and kickboxing. It's no surprise that a Street Fighter movie requires its cast to get in fighting shape. For the physical side, me, Andrew, and Kalina train together every day, 6 days a week, for 6 weeks straight. Explains Centennial for the regime. I felt like I had something to prove. I think a lot of us did, as we were given an opportunity with this movie to step up into a position we had never been in before. So I think we all felt that responsibility, bring on the VS, well, versus basically. Like I said, I know some of the cast members play Street Fighter, but I think Andrew is pretty much new. He's never been any good at fighting games, and that's pretty much okay. But you can always practice and get better at it over time. And I'm like that too for the most part. I'm not good at, combos or whatever though, but like I said, everybody is different when it comes to playing video games and whatnot, because a lot of us can relate to any actor or actresses that are not really that good at fighting games, art, whatever though. But like I said, practice is key. Practice has always been the most important. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait for this movie that is coming out on October 2026. Yeah, if you're a Street Fighter fan, then I think this article will make you feel better, despite my bad ratings though. But hey, at least I got through it for the most part. But what y'all thoughts on this? Link to the article will be in the description. I'm out of here.